Hello YouTube, here we are for nighttime video. It's not quite dark yet, but it's dark enough for Fudge to have her lighted collar on. What am I going to talk about? It's going to be a quick video. One thing I have heard, but I've never heard of her, was a YouTuber. I think she's a YouTuber or she's a TikToker. What are you doing? Called Bonnie Blue. I've never heard of her until basically recently. She was arrested in Dubai. I think it was Dubai, Indonesia, or Bali. I think it was Bali. Actually, yeah, I think it was Bali. She was arrested in Bali, a very conservative country, for basically having sex. Basically, she was released, kicked out of the country, and I think given a fine of like $100 or something. But apparently she's infamous. I wouldn't say famous, I'd never heard of her. Famous for basically having intercourse with 1,000 men, and I think some of them were like called schoolies. I've never heard that term before. Schoolies were basically young men who just left I think secondary school, I think, maybe barely legal, I think they were referred to. She's now back in England after she got kicked out of Indonesia, a primarily, I think, Muslim country, very conservative, got very strict laws on like porn. And she was like moaning about how they were treating her and all that, and they were kicking her out of their country. And as I said, I'd never heard of her till recently, till I basically heard of her this week. So I had no idea who she was until I saw it on YouTube. So, well, yeah, sorry about that, Fudge in a loo. So I was saying, I'd never heard of Bonnie Blue until basically the other day. And apparently she went around England with something called a bang bus. She went to Indonesia, and basically she couldn't get a van. She got I don't know what they're called. It was I don't know what they're called. It was like half van. I don't know what they're called. I don't know. Yeah, they're called something. I don't. They're like half van. I think they're called rickshaws. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, and apparently she went round there. Hold on a minute. Come on. Keep going. Yeah, sorry about that again. So she hired rented out, hired, I don't know, I don't know what it was, I don't even know what it's called. It was like half a van with some sort of, I can't remember what it's called, like a trailer thing on the back. I don't know what they're called. I call them a rickshaw, even. I don't think they are rickshaw. And the thing is, though, it wasn't even covered. It was basically a cab with like a trolley with like a bed, not a bed, but like back of a van on the back with no covering on. So I don't know what she was going to do. And apparently her tour manager, the one who she paid thousands of pounds for, was the one who told the police about what she was doing. So it just... And apparently the police didn't find anything on the 14 cameras that they took. So whether she's telling the truth what she did, no one knows. But that's about it. That's all I've sort of seen so far in the last few days. I was going to take her out the other day, but it absolutely pelted it down for most of the day, and I was working. I've been working the last day or two, so it's the first time. I thought I'd wait till it got a bit darker to do a night one. It's too risky, not in danger, but you know, day and age, too risky to walk around the park with my phone out. No, we're not going to the shop. Come on, we're not going to the shop. Yeah, Fudge knows where Pets at Home is. Fudge knows, Fudge knows where Pets at Home is. And she, whenever we go just around the corner, she knows that it's basically across the road, and literally across the road, and she knows where the biscuits are. So whenever we get to the lights, she tries to drag me to the lights. She's quite nice and bright, so you can see her. Yeah, but Fudge is doing actually quite well now. Her scar is healing. Scar is healing nicely now. So been no problems, no complications, and she's actually recovering very well. Have a nice Christmas and Happy New Year. If I don't do any more videos, I might do a video in or around either on Christmas or just after. Have a nice Christmas either way. Bye. Like and subscribe. Bye.